Hi Chef, today I'm going to be talking about the science behind peanut brittle. Peanut brittle is a hard candy and it's made through the process of caramelization. There's also an element of baking soda, so I'm going to explain its role in the recipe as well. First off, to make peanut brittle you need sugar, corn syrup, salt, water, vanilla, which is optional, peanuts, butter, and baking soda. There are two ways of making peanut brittle. There's a more simple way where you just caramelize the sugar and add the nuts, or there's a little more complex way that has obviously a little more ingredients to it. I chose the second option, and that one is more specifically called foamy peanut brittle, and that's the process I'm going to explain to you. So I begin by combining the sugar, the corn syrup, the salt, and the water over medium heat, and what we'll eventually see is the process of caramelization, or in simpler terms, browning of sugar. And this process results in more of a nutty flavor and an amber color, so that's what we're going to look for. Caramelization is a non-enzymatic type of browning, and what it is it's sucrose, which is our white sugar, which is a disaccharide, is broken down into fructose and glucose, which are monosaccharides. When our sucrose is heated at a significantly high temperature, there's a chemical reaction that occurs. And what happens is the sugar molecules begin to break open, and now we have a more rich, darker, and more bitter product. Okay, so as you see, the mixture is boiling. We let it boil for about 5 minutes, and that's when we added the 1 cup of peanuts and let it boil for another 2 minutes before adding additional ingredients. The additional ingredients added were butter, baking soda, and vanilla. Baking soda is the last to go in, and why do we put baking soda in there, and what is the effect of this? So baking soda, or as we know it, sodium bicarbonate, is usually used in baking. It's a leavening agent. And even though this is a candy and not a baked good, it's still used in here and follows the very same purpose. So the baking soda pretty much is used to make it a more tender and porous brittle. Baking soda interacts with the sugar acids, producing carbon dioxide, just like in a baked good. And the carbon dioxide gases are trapped in the candy, giving it a lighter texture and resulting in a lacy texture you can see when you break the pieces apart. I can see in the brittle that they are there. You can see the little holes and where the gas escaped. The interesting thing is when you add the baking soda, you can see the chemical reaction. You can see the reaction because it becomes foamy. Some people's recipes get really foamy and can double in size. Mine just got a little bit frothy, but it still turned out pretty delicious. What else?
As evenly as you can.
Vanilla.
Let it stand about 5 minutes or until closed.
Alright, hold on.
After it's hardened,
Let me get this
and is
butter in here.
cool, break the brittle into pieces.
Oh, it's so warm. Alright. And baking soda. Doesn't look foamy, it looks a little frothy though. Should be fine. Alright. And just let it cool. So just a quick recap of what we did. We made peanut brittle through the process of caramelization. Caramelization is a non-enzymatic browning. It is a process where sucrose is broken down into a monosaccharide. Pretty much you put the ingredients in a bowl, let them boil, add nuts, let it continue to brown. You should go from a clear liquid to a amber colored, more gelatinous liquid. Once that process happens, then you will add other ingredients. One of those ingredients that I discussed being baking soda. Baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, is normally used in baked goods, but in here kind of serves the same purpose. It reacts with a acidic agent, that being the sugar acids in this, and what it does is it releases carbon dioxide, which gets trapped in the candy, and you can see the bubbles from where it releases, but altogether it is used for a lighter texture, and it results in a more lacy and light brittle. So I think that's it, and I hope you enjoyed watching me make brittle. See you later.